Hello, hello. Day 68 of 365 days of my suspending disbelief journey. Today was Saturday, June 29th, 2024, and I feel very blessed today. My mom came to get Cadence. The other two were already gone to their dad's, right? And my mom picked up Cadence. She's going to be keeping her for the next week and a bit, so that I can have as much solo Brianna time as possible for the next while. So I'm super, super looking forward to it. As usual, once they were gone, the first several hours of alone time it's like an hour or two of panic doing all of the basic things, like eating, showering, what all these things. And then it's like, okay, now what do I do? And being a single mom really comes to play here. And it's just like, you are so used to always being on the go for so many people that every time that you're alone, you're like, I don't know what to do. So that's fun. But when my mom came to pick Cadence up, so I just want to touch on this and just express my gratitude for it, because my mom is incredible. So I know that I've mentioned so many times, I've had a rough childhood. I've had, all of these things. I fully believe my mom was doing the best with what she had that she possibly could have done. And um, she has done so much healing work over the years and everything. And we just have a relationship that I cherish now that is just incredible. And not only has she been there for me, helping me out financially and all of these things, but she comes to my house to pick up my child, take her away from me, and bring her back. And every time that she stops here, she cleans something. and and I love it. I don't mind cleaning my house. I have no issue with doing chores and all of that kind of stuff. But as a single mom and running my own business and all of this stuff, sometimes things get behind. And especially with all of the trauma and drama, which is what I'm calling the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, that has been going on, my house was a disaster. So she came in and she just, this is how she shows her love, is she cleans. And it's just like, I could not be more grateful, because I don't want to spend a huge chunk of the time that I have to myself cleaning up my house. So she came in, she put the foam back up on the walls in my office so that I could hang my tapestry, my backdrop up again, and that is all completed. It was feeling like a monumental task, one of those things that just gets bigger and bigger in your mind. And I was like putting it off and putting it off, and also kind of dreading, because I'm like, I have my event coming up this week, and I would really like my backdrop in my office to be fixed and all of these things. And she came in, she did that, she swept out the office, she just cleaned up the toy room. Like, she just did all the things, and got Cadence's room back to zero. And I had to almost fight her on not doing my dishes, because I was like, I have to do something other than work. Like, I need to be able to stand up and move my body around and do some things. So I made her leave dishes and laundry for me. And she swept my floors, and she just, you know, generally improved my environment. And in her own words, she was like, I know what supports my energy, and I want your energy to be supported while you're on your own for this week and a bit. And I was just like, so unbelievably grateful. Just so unbelievably grateful. She is so incredible. What a powerful and incredible thing to do for your child, right? Who is a single mother, to come in and just prep the space so that it can be supportive of her energy so that she can work and do taxes and do all the things that get put off all the time. And just so amazing. She's so incredible. She also brought a couple of different meals that I wouldn't have to prep for myself. She uh, also took some of the excess that would have gone bad here, that I had bought for Cadence's dad being here, and it was able to, like, she can take that and go share that out, and um, they can have some of that, and whatnot. And just, I even had I had a little potty training potty that has been sitting around now for way too long, way too long. Like, I want to declutter it. I want to get rid of it. Um, my problem comes with, like, it's perfectly good. There's nothing wrong with it, but donation centers won't take those types of items, right? Um, and for whatever reason, I keep forgetting to put it up on a buy and sell so that somebody can come and get it. I tried putting it out front with a for free sign, but nobody came in on my, like, one-way street who happened to need a potty, I guess, right? So it's not like there was a lot of traffic through my street that would have seen it. Um, so it's just been sitting around. And she had her husband's son and his wife and their son, who's now 2 years old, visiting out at the farm where she was headed with Cadence. And I was like, did they by any chance need a potty? So she even got that off my hands, which was absolutely incredible. Pardon me. I also I had a migraine all day. Horrible, horrible migraine, like light noise, everything driving me absolutely insane. Um, and just so much pressure in my head with this cold that I've got and all these things. And she did some, like, massage and pressure points and stuff to release some of that for me. And it helped so that I could then move forward from that point. Right. So, like, it didn't erase it all completely, but it did make a difference. Helped so that I could get some things done yet, like, without having to just sleep for like a day and a half. Right. And um, it also kind of untensed me, untensed, whatever, enough that I was able to then be like, okay, what actions can I take to improve my situation right now? Because I'm feeling like absolute shit. And aside from, like, the overwhelming gratitude and love for my mother and everything, right? I was just feeling so crappy. And I but it helped me to clear my head enough that I was able to be like, okay, I need to drink a ton of water. I need to take a Tylenol. I need to, do these things that will just, like, literally, I could not think straight before that and was just incapacitated. So, um, it also, while she was cleaning, I was chatting with her. I was able to sort of release some of the pent up emotions and everything with chatting to her while Cadence was out mowing the lawns and stuff. Because that's like her weekend chore. She mows the lawn. And I was able to talk to her about the fact that it felt like my best friend had died, and all of these things, and have someone that has known him as long as I have, um who has seen me through all of the ups and downs related to him, and who still loves him anyway. And she's has always sort of considered him like an extra kid of hers. And she's heartbroken by his situation. She's sad for me that I feel the way that I feel. She's also just, praying and hopeful and all of the things. And she's just incredible. So, all in all, just so grateful. Um, I also had signups for my Activate event coming in. I had, there was just such, such extreme duality, almost, in a sense, where, like, I felt so miserable physically, but energetically felt so supported and financially had money coming in, right? Like just such extremes. And it was like, this is so interesting and strange. And, and she was able to release enough of my migraine at that point that I was able to notice all of the contrast. So uh, it ended up being a good day in that way. And then towards the end of the night, um, I reached out to, actually, Heather messaged me first, just with like a silly video thing. And I was like, you know what? I've been thinking about getting another one of your breathwork and movement channeled sessions, and I probably should do that because I have all this stuff going on. So I sent her all these voice memos of details of everything that's been happening, to let her know what I was dealing with and what I wanted to session around. And she gave me some things that I could do right away. It was already really late by this point, but she gave me some things that I could do right away to help alleviate some of some of the physical pain that I was feeling, especially the tension in my jaw. Oh my gosh, it was awful. Like having bit through my cheeks. I literally on Friday night bit through my cheeks because I was clenching my jaw in my sleep. So Saturday morning when I woke up, my cheeks were just raw pulp. It was horrible. And the migraine was just absolutely miserable. So she gave me some things to do to release that tension in my jaw and start like drawing that pain out, and like everything from movement to do to herbs to include in my diet to help support my physical health and all of these things. Like Heather is just, I just absolutely love Heather, and I'm going to link her sessions in the show notes for this episode as well, because everybody needs to have one. They're just so powerful. They're life changing, like absolutely life changing. Um, and she should be charging an arm and a leg for them, and she's not. So I will link those in the show notes. If you have not met Heather, get to know her. She's one of the best people I've ever met. She's just got the most incredible energy, and she's so sweet and loving and giving and wonderful. So yes, absolutely linking that. She gave me all that stuff to do so that, it's 2 hours later where she was. It was already really late where I was. So she was like, I will do your actual session tomorrow, but do these things for now. So just appreciating again so much having women in my life that I can turn to, that I can call on for support and for um, healing and all of the things, because being a healer myself doesn't mean that I don't need someone else to do some healing for me. And that is the beauty of it, is that it's all a give and take, and there's always exchanges of energy, and there's financial exchange for the healing that I receive, and there's financial exchange for the healing that I give out. And it's this beautiful give and take and ebb and flow in my life. And I love it so much, especially interacting with these incredible women like Heather in my life. So, and like my mother, I just felt very, very held and supported throughout the entire day. And I'm just really grateful, really, really grateful, and um, really looking forward to my physical health healing so that I am not coughing like this all through my event on Tuesday. Which, again, if you didn't listen to a previous episode, I am running a live activation ceremony. The event is called Activate, and I am running a live ceremony to activate your cells and the ethers of your energy to be able to hold your highest available timeline without losing the grip on it. And then in day 2, I will be coaching for, I will be available. My office hours will be like 8 hours on July 3rd, where I will help you to map out how you will integrate that activation into your life. And that is so, so key, because a lot of the time, um, especially online, you attend like ceremonies, activations, different events, things like this, and healings even, and you have that activation or that healing or that um, event, and then you sort of go forward into your life, and you don't usually have a lot of follow-up support with it. And so this is the beauty of this, is that I can then take that and help you to apply it into your unique life with my coaching the next day, so that it's before it's all slipped out of your grasp, right? Out of your memory, out of your fingers, kind of thing. And we can map out exactly how you will integrate that into your life. And then if you would like to join me, I will also be running a 30-day intensive um, integration pod for the Activate event. So for the actual event, we'll do the activation. The next day, I will help you to map it out. And then for basically the following month, we're going to skip over July 4th because it's a holiday, right? For all of my American friends and clients and everybody. And then July 5th, on the Friday, we will start our 30-day intensive pod, where I will help to coach, mentor, and or even do some healing sessions to help you to actually integrate and follow your map that you created. Help you break through any blocks that come up, help you work through any mindset things that arise, all of that. Um, it will be a Monday to Friday. I'll be available thing for 30 days. So I'm just super excited about everything that's going on. I can't help keep on sharing it. But really, really looking forward to it, and really, really grateful for this day. And I will talk to you all tomorrow.